Hi everybody, my name is Susan and I'm in the Southern Store Support Center in Tampa, Florida.
And this is Southern Exposure!
Hey, welcome to the one-year edition of Southern Exposure. We're not in front of a store today, as you can tell. Over my right shoulder is the new Olympic Stadium, and we're just outside of downtown Atlanta where we're working on a Habitat for Humanity home. And actually, it's part of a project where there's 100 homes being built for Habitat. We've got a great show for you this week. We're going to be talking about using hours wisely. You know, it's especially important at this busy time of the year that we pay close attention to scheduling so that we've got coverage on the store when our customers are shopping. We're going to be going down to store 218 Deerfield Beach to see some of the tricks that they have as far as scheduling and using their hours wisely. Also this month, we're going to be visiting some of the lucky employees that are going to be coming to Atlanta for the Olympics. And these people were lucky enough to win trips to the Olympics from the stores and the distribution centers and the various offices. So we're going to see what they have in mind when they come to see the Olympics. And then we've got some special moments from the first year that we're going to be sharing with you at the end of the program. So stand by, let's get started.
Hello, I'm Wendy.
Hi, my name is Shaletta from store 218 in Deerfield Beach.
Last month, we focused on basic 3, leading your people.
This month, we're focusing on basic number 4, using our hours wisely.
We're at store number 218 in Deerfield Beach, Florida. This store, one of the first in Florida, has been very successful at using their hours wisely. Today, some of their associates are going to review for us some of the basics of labor management at Home Depot.
Having your employees on the floor when the customers are in the store is important because we have to have enough people to take care of the customers at any time during the day. We need to be able to take the customers, help them get all the merchandise for their projects, get them through the cashiers, out the door with a good feeling. That's number one. You got to have the manpower on the floor when the customers are in the store. Number two, we've gone through and we set up so that we have at least a week's supply of merchandise based on our past sales on the shelf. Doing this, we don't have to pack it down every other day. We put the merchandise on the shelf once a week and allows us to have time to wait on the customers. The more time you spend waiting on the customers, the better your sales are going to be. This is not a difficult process. What you have to do is you have to go through, examine what your sales are on the product. You can also take a look at your ad pre-planners, see if you're going to have a big promotion coming up, and you set your stocking on the shelf accordingly. If you're selling 12 a week, you want to make sure you have at least 12 on the shelf at any time. You don't want to put one facing a 6. Put 2 facings of 6, you've got a week's supply there.
In an effort to control the hours spent packing out, the store has developed an elite group of associates known by a familiar name.
What we did is we started a thing called the A-Team. What that is basically what we're doing is we gathered 6 people in the store that have been here, who know the store, know customer service, know the merchandise, know the location, the stock. We took them out of the department and put them on this A-Team. They work primarily during the day. We don't use any dark hours here. We don't have any night crew per se. The primary goal is customer service and packing out freight. They wear aprons on the floor. What they do is they attack the hot spots, the bulk areas. For example, Keller ladders, windows, large items, large quantities, many pallets of whatever you have. It frees the knowledgeable people within that department, the people who know the products, who can take the customers by the hand, walk them to whatever they need to locate, and explain the item to them, while the A-Team is just packing the freight out. Within the first 2 weeks of establishing the A-Team, which we started around the beginning of May, our customer turns have gone, the first week they went up $2 an average per customer. Within the second week, they went up $4. Your department heads and assistant managers aren't scheduling for tasks, they're scheduling for customer service. because they know they've got the backup to put the freight away throughout the day. And they also have extra people in the aisles to help customers throughout the day.
Good planning can also be an important part of using hours wisely. For example, planning PK training can ensure that the training takes place at the best possible time and that the associates needing it are less likely to be called away for last-minute tasks.
The reason why we do have the product knowledge is basically with our sales associates all on board with the same knowledge. We don't have to be chasing ourselves around looking for that one so-called expert. We're all experts here, and we gradually get there by having more PK. The more product knowledge, the more valuable that employee definitely becomes. Planning is also very important in resets. I want to bring in those beams. I want to have my kickers cut, the pieces of wood all already done. I want my labels written in advance. And I'll do that by vendor sequencing that all the Home Depots should have already done. It's a smoother transition for our resets.
Store manager Byron Daw talks about some of the reports used in managing hours and the importance of part-time and full-time ratios.
The management system information reports, the actual staffing graphs, the forecasted staffing graphs, the 5-week staffing graphs give us a trend of if we're heading in the right direction or we're heading in the wrong direction. But the graph will tell you, the top number on the quartile rating will tell you if you have enough people to take care of the customers, but it also tell you if you've got enough people to take care of the additional tasks that are involved, such as labeling, some PKs, training's figured in there. But if you have a top rating of, say, 95% and a bottom rating of, say, right at 110, then you're doing okay. I think one of the more important things is getting that part-time staffing ratio to where it needs to be. We're still working on it, say, in this case, if you can hit at least a 25% part-time ratio in your store, you're going to have an easier time flexing your hours up or down to cover customer demand. We have tried to make a conscious effort of doing this. When we're staffing up going into a season, we aim for a particular makeup of part-time employee. Still doing the interview process, getting a commitment up front as to what they can work. The number of hours, we tell them right up front that your work week could be 20 hours to 10 hours to 30 hours max as a part-time employee. Probably more consistently, you'll use them 30 hours a week. But if there's a time when you're having a real bad week, you can cut back a few hours. And what that does, bottom line, is you keep people employed. And that's the seasonality of the business. And we're real sensitive to that.
Hi, I'm Patty Andrews, store 520, Austin, Texas.
And I'm Ray Wilhite. For months, the excitement has been building over the company's Olympic ticket contests.
Well, the names have been drawn and the wait is over. Let's find out who will become part of Olympic history.
And the winner is, ready? Missy Cornelson.
Have you ever wondered what those people on TV feel like when they win the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes? Well, thanks to the company's Olympic ticket contest, over 600 of our associates now have a pretty good idea. In what has become the largest ticket giveaway of its kind in Olympic history, the Home Depot will be sending these gold medal associates and a guest on a once-in-a-lifetime trip to one of the largest peacetime events in the history of the world, the Centennial Olympic Games in Atlanta. The 3-day ticket package includes several Olympic event tickets, hotel accommodations at the downtown Hyatt Regency, round-trip airfare to and from Atlanta, ground transportation to and from the airport, hotel, Olympic events, and all special functions, a daily buffet breakfast and lunch, a welcome reception, a special Southern-style barbecue at the Atlanta Botanical Garden, and a souvenir Olympic gift bag. Here in the Southeast Division, in order to give everyone an equal chance, there were 3 separate ways associates could win. There was the Olympic Spirit Award for hourly store associates, the Divisional Champ Award for all associates excluded from the Olympic Spirit program, and finally, the Customer Service Olympics, which included 1 winner each from the Mid-South and Southern regions. 4 Olympic Spirit Awards were handed out per store each month. The recipients were given the Spirit Pin, a certificate, and a ticket stub for entry in the drawing for the ticket packages. The winners were selected by their DMs and then told the good news.
The winner is Josh Mayu.
I love my job. I love what I do. The hard work does pay off. It shows right here that day in, day out, you're doing your job. You're doing exceeding the expectations that they think of you. You get the awards. This is how it pays off. Get to go to Atlanta for the Olympics. I'm excited.
Associates in the Division Champs contest were entered based on their performance rating and literally drawn out of hats by Bruce Berg. There were 4 hats, each containing a different group of division associates.
And it just so happens, David Beard. Since we're not partial to management, Wendy Burnworth. I'll take the other.
I think with Home Depot supporting the Olympics and everything, that makes it even more special, but I was just totally blown away. I had no idea. I knew that they were being given out to a couple of different people here in the office, but I guess I just didn't even think it could happen to me.
The final contest, the Customer Service Olympics, involved the Homer Bucks, which were won and lost based on customer service. The Bucks were traded in for tickets, and through a series of drawings led to our 2 winners.
And the associate today that's actually won, Richard Wallace. Come on up here. Congratulations. Just want to give you a congratulations because you're going to the 1996 Summer Olympics, buddy.
You didn't tell me about this one.
Very good, very good. Great job, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck, have fun.
I get to leave today?
Robin, I bet you're wondering, this is your lucky day. Do you know what you've won?
Whatever.
You've been selected as one of the employees from Home Depot that gets an opportunity to attend the Olympics in Atlanta.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Robin.
All this excitement and the chance to be part of Olympic history is just the Home Depot's way of saying thanks to our associates for their constant pursuit of excellence, their leadership, and the care they provide to our customers each and every day.
Out of all the names, they picked my name. I'm excited. Atlanta, here I come. Thank you, Home Depot.
We'd like to take this opportunity to say good luck to our Mid-South Vice President of Merchandising, Dan Tujioka. He is transferring to our company's West Coast division. After leaving the Home Depot a few years back, Dan returned a year ago and had been in his current position since December. He will be replaced by Dennis Johnson, who's been serving as Vice President of Operations in the Mid-Atlantic region of the Northeast Division. Welcome to the Southeast Division, Dennis.
When you need to know.
When the truth matters.
When you're eating leftover meatloaf in the break room.
Count on Southern Exposure News.
In company news, Home Depot recently announced its 41st consecutive quarter of record earnings. For the first quarter of 1996, earnings were up 24% to over $195 billion. Sales rose 22% to over $4.3 billion. Comparable store-for-store sales were up 3%, and earnings per share came in at 41 cents compared to 34 cents per share during the first quarter of '95. Also in the news, over 40 company officers recently helped to build one of 8 Home Depot-sponsored homes in Habitat for Humanity's 100 Homes project in Atlanta. The last of the 8 Home Depot houses was built in 6 days by the officers who used the event as their yearly, outside the office, team-building activity. After the Olympics, the houses will provide homes for 100 families who might not be able to afford them otherwise. Keep an eye out for Home Depot's new Olympic TV commercials. With the approach of the Olympics and Home Depot sponsorship, the commercials feature the theme of coaching. Just as Olympic coaches teach and inspire athletes, Home Depot associates are home improvement coaches to our customers.
As America's home improvement coaches, the people of the Home Depot believe in building dreams. Just like the coaches of the athletes of the 1996 Olympic Games.
And there's something new around the corner for our hourly associates. Direct deposit will soon be available. There are some qualifications, so keep an eye out. More details will be coming soon. In division news, associates in the Miami area recently took part in the annual corporate run. Besides raising money for leukemia, the run was a great opportunity to get out and exercise, plus meet associates from other area stores. Everyone had a great time. Some Home Depot associates from store number 356 recently took part in the Special Olympics in Shreveport. Eddie Bowles, a phone sales associate at the store, is also a volunteer coach for the Special Olympics and wanted to get the store involved. Homer was there to encourage the kids, and associates also helped judge events. Store number 234 in Merritt Island, Florida, recently held its PBC night. The annual event is a great opportunity for store associates to get to know their pro customers better. The night had a trade show atmosphere with over 50 vendors present demonstrating their products. Over 200 pro customers attended, and many left with some great door prizes as well as some valuable information and a good feeling about Home Depot. All in all, everyone agreed the night was an overwhelming success. As part of the announcements of the Olympic winners for the districts, over 300 store managers, assistant managers, department heads, and other associates in the Dallas-Fort Worth area recently held a rally. The Southeast Division's 4 basic values were the theme, and skits and testimonials demonstrated how living these values every day can help us all be successful. In an effort to prepare for hurricane season, which starts this month, DM Tom Taylor in South Miami and his managers recently had the opportunity to tour the National Hurricane Center. They saw the equipment used to monitor and predict hurricanes and met meteorologists who work to keep the U.S. informed and prepared when the storms develop. The more educated we are on hurricanes, the better we can be prepared for our customers when they need us most. June is also a good time to ensure all our associates have the company's Disaster Recovery Contact Card. With the approaching storm season, it can be a real asset to our employees in an emergency situation. Associates at store number 1101 recently helped out with the 2nd annual Hog Day in Greenville County. They spent the day just north of the city at Camp Old Indian, a Boy Scout camp. The volunteers helped clean and water seal 3 of the camp's cabins. They worked so quickly that they also had time to water seal the camp's swimming dock. Great job, 1101, in helping out with a worthy cause. That's the news for this month. Remember, keep us informed of what your store is up to. Call us with story ideas on things you're doing that you think others in the division could learn from. Call us on the Southern Exposure Hotline at 1-700-552-2193 or call Mike Quartozzo at HDTV 770-433-8211, extension 86095.
Well, that about wraps up this month's show. I want to leave you with one thought on the hours. It's especially critical right now that we pay attention to when our hours are scheduled so that we've got employees in the store during the peak times. You know, our comps right now are among the best in the company, and let's keep selling. And now we've got a very special treat. You know, whenever we make these programs, it doesn't always go smoothly, both on your end as well as our end. So let's take a look at some of our special moments from the last year.
It's been a great first year for Southern Exposure. We've learned a lot from our fellow associates and met some pretty interesting people along the way. Back in September, we visited Centrex, our centralized export center in South Florida. The associates in Fort Lauderdale have had a great year. In fact, the orders they handled during the first quarter of this year were up 101% over the same period last year. In November, we met associate Paul Yarbrough in Nashville. Paul has gotten married since we shared his story with you and is still working hard at Store 722. His goal is to become a store manager, and knowing Paul, it's just a matter of time. Back in February, we told you about Store 565 and their involvement in 2 programs mentoring school children in the area. The kids are out of school for summer now, but as soon as school begins again in the fall, you can bet the associates will once again be making a difference. Now, like we said, we've shown you a lot this past year, but there's something we haven't shown you: bloopers, and we've been saving them for a whole year. We're going to close this month's show with a few, shall we say, less than perfect moments.
Wait. It's nice because oh, I can't. No, I can't.
When you talk about leading your people, no, we can't do that. I got to give you my name, right? Okay. I have a new name now, John.
Training is important. As we continue to grow and expand, it is, hold on. Next, training is important. Jesus. Training is important. As we continue to grow and expand, it is important, it is critical. God, forget it. You guys you better skip me and go to Bob and come back. As we continue to grow and expand, it is critical that, forget it. Stop laughing, Mike.
Hi, my name is Fina. I work in the Charlotte District Office, and last month we focused in on number 2, on number 2 what? Leading our people. What did I say? Teaching, leading our people. Oh!
Hi, I'm Suzanne McConnell in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm sorry. I don't know who I am.
Let's see what's going on around the division of this edition of Southern Exposure. All right, I started right there to laughing.
Hi, I'm Lori. I'm here today to talk to you about customer service. And what a physical act it is. I have no idea what I'm going to say. Where's the makeup person? Kiss them, hug them, whatever it takes to get their attention. Say, hey, baby, hey, baby, hey, baby.
You do anything you can to make sure they leave the store happy. Something like that. Because 99% of our customers, did I say that already?
If for some chance you don't have what he hasn't, well, cut it. with all the above, I can't do it.
Oh!
Do whatever it takes to solve the customer's problem. Hang on a second. Jesus.
Here, what's that?
I just went blank.
Last month we focused on basic ones, staying in stock.
This month we'll focus on
something.
How many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop? Let's ask Mr. Owl. Mr. Owl.
Hi, I'm Carrie. I'm going to work blah, blah. And it'll allow you to... See, I don't know what I want to say.
Hi, I'm Janae.
And I'm Sabra from the Kenner Home Depot, store 349.
We're here to share special matches. This is funny. This is too funny.
God, you couldn't give us an easy one?
I know.
Go ahead.
It is easy. It's just easy so hard. We're here to share a special message for Barney and Arthur.
Barney? I love
Can we have these bloopers?
Me.
Can we have these
We're
bloopers?
a happy family.
I want some bloopers. Wait, we're doing real good. Hey, you said you wanted some humor.
Well, why is that thing so low?
I think it's the camera. It's scaring us. Hi, I'm Janae from store 349 in Kenner Home Depot.
Well, you just kept going.
I know.
We almost had. These guys are back there going.
Hi, I'm Dave.
And I'm Leroy. And here's some tips that can help your store. As we all know, staying in stock is very important in our business here at the depot. Here's some tips on you.
Hey, let's see you get over here, man. Let's see. Hey, let's see. Huh? I know what's going on in my store, but what's going on in other stores? How about some news? What, that's not good enough?
That was good. It was 99%.
Oh, it's so hard, man. Hi, I'm Paul from Davie, Florida. I know what's going on in my store, but I'd like to know what's going on in other stores. How about some news?
How about... There we go. Okay, camera's rolling.
Hi, and welcome to the December edition of... December what? See, this is what happens. You give me... And this is going to be a jam-packed hour as we run around and look at various things in the... That's stupid. Take it from the top. Jam-packed hour. It's 25 minutes. Eric Johnson is joining us as... Okay, we won't look at each other. Are you sure that the first one didn't work too good? But first, there's a couple of fellas here I want you to meet. Dan Chujioka.
We're gone.
We won't need those guys to help us, so maybe we can put them to work in a park. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. So my challenge to you would be for you to handle the customer, make them happy, and also, God dang it! Oh!
This has been an HD218 production.
Power of the Olympics. I mean, you think about this event. It's the biggest thing that's happened in the Olympics in 100 years, literally, and it's going to be in the city of Atlanta. And it's the most exciting thing happening. It's going to be exciting for the Home Depot as well, because suddenly we're involved in something that has international implications. Frankly, given the odds, it would be 100-to-1 odd that Atlanta would ever get this thing. And all of you remember that famous announcement.
Is awarded the 1996 Olympic Games to the city of Atlanta.
It was an exciting day. I remember for myself, I was astounded, bowled over, and there was tremendous emotion that I had as well, because proud of the fact that we were going to get it here in the United States, and even more how exciting it was that it was going to be here in Atlanta, Georgia, really the home and the place that Home Depot started. The Olympics is really a perfect fit for the culture that we have, of being competitive, this whole spirit of excellence where we try to be the very, very best. We felt that there would be generated in our stores extra enthusiasm, that there would be a stronger spirit during this period of time, again, because we felt our associates would be very much into this.
And that announcement is that the Home Depot is going to sponsor the Olympics. All right.
In addition to that, this was going to be exciting for all the communities that we have. And we have stores, again, all over the United States and now in the Canadian provinces, 3 Canadian provinces. And certainly all of those people, our associates, the manufacturers who are participating, the communities that we're in, are all going to benefit by the spirit of the Home Depot. The modern Olympic movement started as intramural games. It was just a, wrestling contest and a running contest. That was a small thing in Athens, Greece. And it begins with competitiveness. I mean, we're wrestling for the customer. And so far, we're the gold winners. I have to believe that the people in our stores, the people that represent us, the folks that work the floor of our stores, and in all parts of our company, are winning gold medals every single day, because the bottom line is that the company is #1 in the world in home improvement.
Olympics sponsorship has touched Home Depot in every area of its life, from our vendors to our associates, to the ad campaigns, to the national press, to everything that we're doing. And on top of it being a major commitment for the company, for the last 4 years, it's been a lot of fun as well. So much of what we do at the Home Depot is dependent on a strong partnership relationship. To a large extent, we are a reflection of what we sell, and that comes from our suppliers. We want to give a special thanks, though, to the 29 key suppliers in this particular case that developed another level of partnership with us and allowed us to be an Olympic sponsor. Without their support, without their involvement, without their commitment, alongside ours, we would not be in the great position that we've been able to be in the last 4 years. Our associates in the stores, they are very proud of the company's sponsorship of the teams in Canada and the teams in the United States. But one of the ways we've been able to bring this to the aisles, if you will, in our stores and to make it more exciting for them is the fact that we have sponsored over 100 Olympic hopefuls that are in training across the United States and in Canada. What's exciting is that out of all of the athletes that are in training in our stores, over 17 have already made their respective teams in the U.S. and Canada, and we think that as many as 23 to 25 will eventually be competing here in Atlanta.
Man, that's what having the rings means to someone like me. I would like to thank Home Depot for making this possible for me to continue my athletic career up until '96.
The Olympic spirit is in the air. It's in the air all over the world, and it's really in the air here in the United States and in Canada as well. We carry that across to our customers through a lot of different ways. They see it on the pins we wear, they see it on our aprons, they see it in the family signs we have up. We see it and feel it, and it's something that's very, very exciting. And it's exciting, obviously, for us, and it's exciting for our customers when they come in our stores and they feel that spirit. All the research that we have seen prior to our making a decision about the Olympic sponsorship said that consumers associate a position of leadership in an industry with companies that are a sponsor. And certainly we are a leader in the industry. The first time we really began to promote that to our customers was during the Lillehammer Games.
A salute to the greatest home team ever, the men and women of the U.S. Olympic team. Home Depot is proud to sponsor the Olympics and to have Stanley as part of our Home Depot Olympic family.
Since then, we have used as a platform the most important asset the company has, which is our associates on the floor of the store taking care of our customers, have been the foundation for the ad campaign that we've had.
The men and women of Home Depot share in the spirit of the Olympics.
The Centennial Olympic Park will be a gathering place for visitors throughout the world coming to celebrate the games here in Atlanta. It's going to be a lasting legacy to Atlanta, to the games, and it will be a gathering place for folks who visit Atlanta for many, many years to come.
To make my mark in Olympic history, I had to spend years and years in training. But this year, I just had to spend $35.
Join Mary Lou Retton and become a part of Olympic history for just $35.
It's really a result of a joint effort of us and the Olympic Committee. We're thrilled with the amount of support we've gotten from the community, and are looking forward to seeing the park in its finished state, and looking forward to walking around the park and searching for all of our own bricks.
When you think about the Paralympics, you want to talk about courage, and you want to talk about people who have great human spirit. You have to think about the Paralympics. And remember, the Paralympics is the second largest sporting event in history. I mean, you're talking about something very, very special. So when it came along that they were going to have a Paralympics, we decided this is something we had to be part of as well. You want to talk about the human spirit and what courage can accomplish. You're going to see it during those days. We are a very special company. And there's also a very special relationship that exists between a coach and an athlete. And what we are in our stores we are the coaches of our customers. We teach, we inspire, we instruct our people, and we want our customers to be successful with all of their projects. Just like the coaches of the Olympic athletes want success for their students, the people that they send out in the world, we want that for our customers as well. And together, we are all coaches every single day. And we're all going for the gold on a constant basis. And to all of our associates, I want to thank you for all the victories that we have had.
We had the fun of picking the divisional champs, who's going to the Olympics, and you're going, Lauren.
Going to Atlanta! Shirley, congratulations. You're going to the Olympics. You're going to the Olympics, big man. You're going to go to Atlanta. You're going to see the Olympics. Once a lifetime thing. Here, hold your balloon, man. Those are for you, baby.
This has really been an opportunity in a very unique way to to recognize our position as a leader in the industry and to give recognition to all of the associates throughout our stores in the United States and Canada that really have made this a real possibility for us. We are proud of Home Depot, we're proud of the Olympic athletes that will be competing here, and we're all going to be very proud of our involvement starting July 19th of this year.
They lead. They encourage. They challenge. They teach. They listen. They push. They inspire. And finally, when the time is right, they watch. As America's home improvement coaches, the people of the Home Depot believe in building dreams. Just like the coaches of the athletes of the 1996 Olympic Games.